Couple of weeks since I posted a video. This is kind of the weather we've been having. It's been cold. Not a lot has happened on our towers. Our strawberries keep trying to grow a lot of blossoms to turn into strawberries. You can see some right over here. A lot coming in. Cold just keeps getting to them. So they're not typically cold weather plants, but I thought I'd give it a try, seeing how we live in San Diego. And our plants that we've got growing down here are starting to really take off now. It usually takes about 3 weeks before I think they really start to grow. And you can see, for example, down here, this one here is from the original plant that was sprouted, and this, as well as this one here. Those seem to be dying off. I've done a lot of cleanup this morning because it's been a while. But the new plants coming in underneath seem to be very good. The spot right here, that is our cilantro that I've cut way back, and I'll show you what I took off the plant here shortly. Let's get the dog out of the way. Here is our oregano, which seems to be just flourishing. We don't use a lot of that, but it's there and it's growing pretty good. This little sapling here was that big when we brought it in, and it hasn't done very well, but some of this other stuff is starting to take off and grow. So down here I did have the cabbage from the last time. You can see where I've taken it off, and I took this one off over here, and underneath there another one has sprouted, so we're going to let that go and see how that holds up and how that grows. This is I guess I missed grooming this guy here, but this is what I've been taking off, this stuff here. All the bad stuff comes off, and I try to keep it just nice and clean. I was out of town in Washington State for about a week, so that's what we're looking at there. Here is our tomato plants, and again, we've got a lot of tomatoes on this one, but they still seem really firm. I'm not real sure how much longer they should go, but one of the things is there are blossoms all over this tree now, or bush, whichever you call it. So it really seems to be taken off. And if I look down here, you can see somebody's been trying to eat my tomatoes right off the plants. I'm assuming it's one of the furry four-legged critters that live with us, because they do like the tomatoes. And up here, this is our broccoli plant, and I was just growing that out because I never seen what a blossom plant looked like. So that thing's getting pretty big, and we're just going to let that go for a while because it looks like it's going to have a bunch of flowers on it. And up here, our lavender is both good and bad on the growing. This one seems to be doing okay. But as this is all just an experiment of different plants at different times, we look up underneath here, peppers, they don't seem to be doing so well. And again, I think that might have a lot to do with the cold and just the extreme weather that we've had, because it was really starting to take off, and then all of a sudden we got this weather that came in, and it's been cold and just not what we would like to see in San Diego. But I'm okay with the rain and the cold, so it's not that big a deal. So here is what we've got off the tower garden today. You can see by my hand, our cilantro, we really cut that back. We've got 3 cabbage heads that we will turn into coleslaw in the next week or 2. So the cherry tomatoes here, that's all I got currently, because as soon as they start ripening, someone in the house who finds them usually gets and takes them and eats them. So this is another one. I'll try and update a little bit next week, but I don't think we'll have a lot of growth, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks.